Continue to monitor this ongoing investigation. This video coming in to our newsroom and that you are currently all watching on your screens is the moment that this person of interest, Bobby Crimo, was taken into custody by police in Chicago. We do and have been monitoring our Fox 32 Chicago team coverage all morning long, and we actually have our Fox 32 reporter on the ground, Sally Schulze, who joins us live from Highland Park. Sally, welcome into the show. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us. What is the latest in this ongoing investigation?
Good morning here in Highland Park. This town is just waking up with so much devastation. Behind me, you can see the streets remain blocked off here. Police still on scene. Several streets in the downtown area are blocked off. It's just a huge crime scene throughout this area. And this street behind me, it's really frozen in time at that moment when this devastating incident took place yesterday, when so many shots were fired from a rooftop along the parade route right here through the middle of Highland Park, which is a suburb north of Chicago. You can see on the street still strollers, shoes, chairs, snacks, all the happy reminders of a parade that was happening yesterday morning about 10:15, which was suddenly devastated by so many bullets being fired into the crowd. We know that 6 people are dead, at least a couple of dozen others injured, and one bright spot, I guess you could call it, is that at least there's not as much fear as there was during the day yesterday. There were about 8-9 hours when they were still looking for that suspect. That suspect now in custody, being held here in the Highland Park jail.
And Sally, you're absolutely right. That person of interest is in custody now. Is there any update on this individual's potential motive as this investigation does unfold in Highland Park? Officials look to kind of piece exactly what occurred yesterday, and the big question, why?
Yeah, of course, that is the question so many people want to know. Why would someone do this during a 4th of July parade when families were gathering together to celebrate this country? We have not heard any inkling of why that may be. Of course, investigators are looking back at some of his online history, some posts that some people have said were disturbing, maybe warning signs. Police, though, have not said anything to that effect. We are, again, waiting to hear about charges. We're waiting to hear about a court appearance. All we know at this point is he is in the Highland Park jail. A large crowd of people actually gathered outside of that jail last night as they learned that the suspect was being brought there. Those people and beyond, of course, hoping to have many of those questions answered today.
Certainly, and as we do shift the focus to these victims, 6 individual lives taken and an additional 30 others injured, are there any information, or is there any information now coming to surface about these victims and about the individuals who are in the hospital? Any status on their current state?
You know, we had been told yesterday about 24 people were injured. That, of course, in addition to the 6 people who tragically lost their lives here. This morning, I was hearing from one of the big hospital systems here in this area, the North Shore University Health System. They said that they received 38 patients from the parade yesterday. 8 of those patients still receiving treatment this morning. So that means, 30 of them were moving on. They weren't giving any other updates about the conditions of those people still receiving treatments. We do know that when they went to the hospital, some of them were listed in critical to serious yesterday. We also know that one of them was a child. And as you mentioned, the victims, that of course is going to be so much of the focus here today. We know one of them was a grandfather that was here with his family. His family says he helped them to get through this shooting, but tragically lost his own life. So much of the focus today going to be shifting to learning more about those victims of what happened here in Highland Park.
Certainly, and we do have video now showing our audience this grandfather, Nicolas Toledo, who unfortunately did lose his life. And remembering the victims certainly will be the focus today. Sally Schulze, thank you so much for the time. I'm sure we'll be touching base as the day progresses. Have a nice day. And we do do want to bring you back out live to the scene here. That video coming into our newsroom of what the situation was like yesterday after the shots began to ring out at this 4th of July parade. We do, of course, want to let you know to stay with us here on Live Now from Fox as we work to get you the very latest in this investigation, along with our reporters who do an excellent job at providing us with the latest updates.